You absolutely must do this for 2025 before the year ends, guys. We have about 6, 7 weeks before the year ends. You must do this, especially if you're a stay at home mom and you're ready to make some extra income for Christmas and you want to start 2026 with a bang. This is what you must do. If I could go back in time and start over 2019 when I had my daughter, and I wanted now to be able to make some money from home. I wanted to help people. I wanted to serve. And I also wanted to be a present mama, not stuck to my phone. This is exactly what I would do if I had to start over again. You want to hear exactly how it's going to go? Let's start. When I first started in the online space, you guys know my story, right? I started in 2017. I started as a travel life coach. I was young, free, no kids, had my husband, but I had saved for my business coach, right? And obviously, I started with travel life coaching and I was doing really well. But then I got pregnant, which we were trying so hard to get pregnant, and I was so excited. But obviously, now financial constraints, we're living on one income, and I was literally very overwhelmed because I knew one thing: I did not want to sacrifice my time. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to be present with my baby. I wanted to take her to all the classes, the sensory classes. We're doing everything, right? Because we were here by ourselves. So when my husband was at work, we joined up with the baby clubs and we were everywhere. So we needed money, right? And so what I wanted, and I wanted more than anything else, is not to be time consuming the job. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. I didn't want to, overwhelm myself and all of those things. And so what I would do if I could go back in time, and this is what you are going to do if you're smart, I am going to share with you exactly how, right? And as I shared before, right, in 2017, in 2019, I didn't have a lot of money. I was living off my savings and I had a maternity pay, thank goodness, because I was self employed. Thank God for the government sometimes. I was self employed, so I had a little bit of money coming in, but I didn't have a lot to start up in my business, right? I actually did apply for a grant. I remember I did get a scholarship from the army because my husband was military at the time. So I put in a request for what do you call that now, like a grant or whatever, scholarship for my hypnobirthing program that I was doing, and I was so grateful, right? I was able to do that. I got that funded. I think it was like £500, which I'm grateful for, and I became a hypnobirthing practitioner. Now at the time, that's what I wanted to do, but what I really really wanted to do, guys, was to set up myself with my digital products so that I could have the time freedom and I could make the income that I wanted. Now at the time, I didn't know much about that. I didn't know how to get started, and so I did hypnobirthing, which I'm grateful I did because I taught so many women how to have this positive birthing experience. I was able to share my own experience, which is something that we love to do. We need to share our experience. We need to help other people. But if I knew back then what I knew now, what I know now, this is what I would have done. I would have started with digital marketing. Because here's the thing, guys: having a digital product in the online space is just one part of the equation. Learning to sell it is the other part. And that is the biggest part, right? Because I realized over the last 7 years, I was creating so many different things, but I wasn't selling them as consistently or as effectively as I wanted to because I didn't have the skill, I didn't have the belief, so many different things, right? Because that was the key. So here's the thing: you want to have a digital marketing knowledge, which is basically you have the knowledge of how to sell and how to market your digital products, and you want to be able to do that in 2 hours of your day. And that's what I found, right? With the system that I found this year, I'm learning to use my 2 hours per day. This is a 30 minutes here, a 30 minutes there during my kids' school time, my school run, all of those things. And I'm learning to do my income generating activities in those 2 hours. So I'm not spending hours on my phone, scrolling, watching people, comparing. I'm literally creating content that sells my products and services. Also, here's the thing, guys: I did not know that I did not need to create a product for myself because there's actually a program that you can resell their program, their whole interactive program, which includes mentorship, calls, support, everything that you need to have a successful business. You get all of that in this program and you do not need to create anything for yourself. And here's a good thing: when you resell that program over and over and over again, you make 100% profit from every single sale. So not only are you learning about branding and marketing and selling, but you're making a profit while you're doing that as well because you're selling and you're earning. So you get to learn and earn at the same time. Now, here's the trick that people don't realize: that digital marketing may sound like a buzzword, but basically it's just teaching you how to sell your digital products using online systems, using social media, using email marketing. That is it. This is things that we've been doing for a long time, but we have not called it a name, and that's why it's called digital marketing. Now, before, I be honest, when I heard that word, I was like, what does that mean? But I was doing it all the time anyway, unsuccessfully, to be honest, because I still did not know how to basically position my product, how to position my story, and how to share my story so that people could connect with my story. And that is key, guys. You learning to create these kind of content, I'm going to share those content with you in a bit. You are going to be in such a different position that you're going to be able to make sales every single day without compromising your time, your values, and all the things that you are here to do on this earth as a mama. Here's what I'm learning in my digital marketing business, is learning to perfect these 3 types of content. And I'll go through them very, very quickly. They're first, how to content. So I'm basically teaching how to do certain things, how to create content, how to start your social media, how to do something, right? How to be a stay-at-home mom and work your 2-hour work day. I share this all the time because I'm so passionate about it, right? That's one type of content. The second type of content is connection. And that's something that I needed to work on a lot because I didn't know how to connect my story with other people, to share with them like what I'm learning, what I'm going through. Because a lot of times we think that we've been in the online space for a long time, hands up, we being me, and I should know all of these things, which I did not. That's why I wasn't having the success that I wanted. And so now on my TikTok, I'm literally just sharing my journey. This is what I'm learning, and that's what I'm sharing with you. These 3 types of content, what I'm learning to create, and I'm even doing it here on YouTube. And the third type of content, guys, is a conversion piece where you're literally telling them, hey, this is the answer. This is the digital marketing program that I am using, and you can actually start to use it too. It's not intimidating as you think. In fact, it's so simple and so easy, and I'm going to help you every step of the way. That is it. So now, guys, instead of worrying about my student loan, instead of worrying about me not able to pay a bill, instead of worrying about not making an income for myself and being independent, I have peace because I know that my business is now working for me because I'm doing the right things and I'm learning every single day how to perfect it so that I can make consistent sales, and you can do that too. So let's get into the 3 things that you should start doing. If I were you and I wanted to start to make money by 2020, end of 2025 into 2026, these are the 3 things that you should and you need to learn to get started. The first thing that you would need to learn is to learn a simple digital marketing system. Why? I shared this before because digital marketing is not what you think. It's not some overcomplicated techie stuff. It's literally you just learning to sell and market in the online space, which is a skill that you need to make sales and to make money. Simple as that. We need to get to that realization that the reason why we're not making money is because we don't know how to serve and sell. That is simply it. It's not that we can't create. Creating is easy for most of us, but literally going to the marketplace and sharing our value and getting that exchange for money is the struggle. So what you want to learn is a simple marketing system that's going to teach you simply, like my 2-hour workday. This is what you need to do. Create these 3 types of content. Don't overcomplicate it. Share your story. Get into who your ideal client is. Know her desires. Know her passion. You're going to learn all of those things. No overcomplicating things, guys. This is not about having more followers and more audience, which we think is better, but it's about the right people. It's connecting with the people. And this is something that I am learning every single day. Connecting with the women, the moms that I know who are struggling right now because they feel so inferior. They want to add value. They want to make money. They want to be able to pay off their student loan. They want to be that money mama, but they're struggling so much with their own identity. They're struggling with the how. They're struggling with even getting started. And I am here to help you to do that. Can you see this, right? This is how you're going to get started. Just focus on one simple system that's going to show you step by step how to do it, not overcomplicating anything, and you could get started. And you can do that, guys, today. Today you could get started. Just put me in the comment and I will send you more details. Consistent. You need to be consistent. That's the second thing. So now you have the system. Now you need to show up every single day consistently, working 2 hours per day if you can. Because that's the thing, right? If you do a 2-hour work day, that is something that you can do. You can do 2 hours, right? Because it's so simple. And as I shared before, it's a 30 minutes between nap time, a 30 minutes at pickup, a 30 minutes when you're in the school line. It is not you sitting down for 2 hours at your desk and doing that, because let's be honest, we can't. And I want you to challenge yourself. If you can be consistent for the next 60 to 90 days, that is what you need to do, right? Obviously, we only have about 60 days, if so much, before the end of the year. So challenge yourself to be consistent for 2 hours every single day for the next 60 days, and you will see what happens. The third thing, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but this is going to be so important for you, is partnering and having that support, having a community of people who are aligned with the same values, the same goals, who want to do the same thing that you want to do, who can help you on this journey. So many of us think that we need to do this alone. We think that we can do it alone. And let's be honest, if you could do it, you would have already been doing it, right? And that is the truth. What you need to do is to be in the same space and the same place where people are doing the same things. That's going to help you to push you forward every single day. Remember, the company you keep is always going to determine where you go in your life. That is the truth, okay? So you need to make sure that you're around the right people, the right support, have the right community. And that is why in my digital marketing business, we have a community of over 56,000 people who are helping and working on the same journey that I am working on as well. And that is why the Faith and Freedom Moms Collective is open as well, so that you can be a mom who's working towards her goals with a community of other moms who are doing the exact same thing and who want to achieve the life that they want to live as well. You can do this. So if you'd like to be a part of that, just commit member and I will send you all the information below. So mamas, this is exactly what I help other moms to do, because I know what it is to want to do something but feeling that you're not capable, you're not able, you're not enough, you don't know where to start, and you feel so overwhelmed by all the information. And that is why I'm going to put everything together in this membership, where you're going to get all of the information, but not just information. We're going to go into implementation, we're going to go into prayer calls, we're going to go into master classes, and I'm going to help you to take that step forward every single day consistently. I want to challenge you today, mama. Before this year ends, take this step of faith. Commit to starting to learn the skills that's going to help you to create income and also peace and fulfillment in your life and for your family. You deserve this. You are worthy of this, and your family needs you to do this now. Not next year, not next week, not next month. You need to do it now. And I want you to say this to yourself: I must do this now, not next time, right? Because when you get started now, you are going to set yourself up for to build that legacy in the next couple of weeks that you have been praying for. The step of the beginning is the first thing that you need to do, is to get started. If you're ready for me to help you, whether you want to do the digital marketing, which I really recommend if you don't have a product for yourself just yet, if you don't know, you're a complete beginner, you don't want to be overwhelmed with technology, you want to master the 2-hour workday, and you want to have an automated system that works for you, comment system below and I will send you all the information about the digital marketing system that I am using. And if you're ready to be in a community of like-minded moms who are working towards creating that life of more God, more income, more peace, more joy, more fulfillment in a membership community where we're going to come together, we're going to pray, we're going to have master classes, you're going to have courses that can help you every step of the way, comment member and I will send you more details on that. Until next time, see you in the next video. God bless you.